is to provide additional options. You know, as we started our company, we started with simply a subscription to our travel platform, which I still think is way underpriced for the value that you're able to receive. Okay, and that's what we started with, and the ability for you to travel, get discounts, and the ability to get customers and profit from their discounts that they get. Well, now as the Prib is developing, there's more options in order for you to qualify your business and your business center, and more options of things that you can actually earn money from as well. So Boombucks is basically currency or bonuses that we will actually assign to you in your back office, that you can actually spend those bucks with Ibuumerang on several different things. Okay, so how do you know, what can you spend that money on? I'm going to go through those. I'm going to go through those in a second here, but certain things that you can use Boombucks for are things like back office subscription. Okay, let's say if you earn 25 Boombucks, you can apply it to whatever you want. You can apply it to a subscription. You can apply it to Boom Gear. You can apply it to Boomerangs. You can apply the Boombucks to even our retreats that we do, or experiences, our Iboomerang experiences. So when we do an experience like these travel events that we do, and you're going to start seeing in 2021, we're going to do a lot more all over the world. We'll go places in south of France, and we'll take places here in the United States, and we'll do places in Greece, and we'll do places in Africa. We'll be doing travel events all over the place, because we want to give people places to spend their Boombucks, okay? Which means that every single month you have the ability to earn up to 200 Boombucks, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can do it. And when you earn those 200 Boombucks, that means 2,400 Boombucks per year. And it's real money. You can apply it. Just imagine if you got $2,000 or 1,000 of those dollars to add to a trip, that would be pretty cool, okay? So when we publish this, we will put out and show you what the rules are for Boombucks, how you're able to use them, how you can cash them in. And when you earn Boombucks, you'll have people who will be able to have subscription-free business. No money comes out of their own pocket to run their Iboomerang business, and they're fully qualified. That's what we wanted. You asked for it, and now it's here. So let's talk about one other way to minimize your subscription. Okay? First way. One way to minimize your subscription, or to earn what we call that 100 Boombuck credit, and that will be when you have 6 frontline, or what we call 600 QV and frontline subscription volume. Now, that means you can have people who are on a $49.95 subscription, but you'll have to have 2 of those people to count as one unit, if you know what I mean. So 600 points QV of frontline subscription volume. This has to be subscription volume. That's the only volume that will count, okay? Subscription volume, then your personal subscription will you will receive a $100 or $100 Boombuck credit, and you can use it towards your subscription, whereas your subscription is free. And we will still pay out the CV and the QV to the upline as if you actually paid for it, okay? So this is pretty cool right here. So that means that those of you who are sitting at 4 people or 5, it's time to go ahead and ramp up a little bit and go a little bit wider and start receiving those Boombucks. Remember, this starts in October, so this gives you a little bit of time this month to ramp up for that. Second way to do it is through our new product that I'm going to talk about here in a second. Y'all see? You see the nice hashtag there? I got it. I want to start seeing that hashtag all over social media. I want us to own that hashtag. When somebody looks up hashtag I got it, I want Zents and Ibuumerang to be there. I want us to own that hashtag. And so, guys, today is hashtag I got it day, okay? So make sure all your posts, no matter what you're posting, specifically when it's around Zents and Ibuumerang, I got it is the official hashtag for the launch of Zents. And we'll talk about Zents in a second. But 6 boxes or 6 units, which equals 100. Well, when you do 150 personal qualifying volume, PQV, personal qualifying volume, that means that's the volume, not of your group. It's volume that takes place in your business center. Okay? So, how do you do PQV? It's one of 2 ways. It's either through what you purchase yourself or a customer purchases. All of that counts towards your PQV, personal qualifying volume. You see the term personal there, not just QV, PQV, personal qualifying volume. So that means that in your little circle where it says you, there's 150 QV that's there, which is the equivalent of 6 boxes, 6 purchased boxes of Zents, and you will receive another $99 or $100 Boom Buck credit, and you can use that towards your subscription, and your subscription is free. You say, well, what else can I use it for? If you want to use it for free product or more product, you can use it. If you want to use it for boom gear, you can use it. If you want to use it to buy tools, you can use it. If you want to use it to donate to the Boom Foundation, you can use it. And we've got some special stuff that's coming up about the donations, because we're going to actually make $1 donated, Boom Bucks worth more than $1 if it's donated to the Boom Foundation. Some matching that's going to take place there, okay? So we're pretty excited about that. Hopefully you guys got that. Does that make sense to you? Or does it make sense to you? Is that making sense to you? Okay? So can we go ahead and get some practice? I can't see any chats. I don't have any monitors up today. But can we get some hashtags going on? Hashtag I got it.
Chat is lit.
Chat's lit? Mm-hmm. All right, let me see if I can just jump on here, because I like being able to see my people and talk to my people.
As a matter of fact, they're still doing 5s and 7s.
They're still doing 5s and 7s? That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
All right. I already know Facebook is, I probably won't see this until tomorrow. Facebook's so slow. Let me see if I got it on Facebook. See these comments on Facebook here. Where am I?
Viola just said, I so love this concept. I prefer this over a car bonus. Thank you.
Oh, yes, of course. Of course. You know what, Viola? Speaking of car bonuses, I'm talking to people. Let me share with you a concept here. So some people ask me, okay, I'm starting to see them on Facebook now. They're coming through those hashtags. Some people ask me, they say, well, you know, HB, we love to have a car bonus because, you know, we've got Vibe rides. I'm drinking my Vibe water, right? And, you know, this water here makes you smarter. I hear Angela laughing all the way. I already knew I was going to get something from Angela, right? It does. It makes you smarter, right? Not only that, what if I pour my Vibe water in an Ibuumerang cup?
You get Ibuumerang.
This is called double purification.
It's called Ibuumerang.
It's called Ibuumerang?
Ibuumerang.
Does this make sense to do this? Doesn't it? Look, the Vibe matches my shirt. Yeah, I got my Vibe move, all right?
Ibuumerang water hits you in all of your senses.
This one makes you smarter. This one makes you richer.
And it hit all your senses.
Which one do you want, ladies and gentlemen? The right hand or the left hand, right? So, you know, to Viola, let me share with you why not a car bonus over here. And I don't think that we will ever, I normally don't like to say never, I don't think we'll ever do a car bonus. I've done car bonuses, and I've promoted car bonuses like crazy. I had 1 month where I had about 600 people to qualify for a car bonus in 1 month. I put a promotion out. And here's what happens. They're very attractive, and people get really excited because, wow, I get to drive a Mercedes-Benz or a BMW or whatever car bonus you do. Here's what my experience has been. And many of you think, man, if we had a car bonus, I can recruit more people. No, you can't. I've been doing this a long time, okay? You can't recruit more people just because you have a car bonus. But what happens is we give you a car bonus and you hit a rank. Let's say Sapphire. At Sapphire, there's a normal income that most people make anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000 per $2,000 to $4,000 per month. Some of our Sapphires are making $20,000 a month, okay? That's not the norm, okay? $2,000 to $4,000 is a good average if you got a well-balanced business with dual team money coming in and obviously your residuals, okay? So you're making between $2,000 and $4,000 a month. Now you get a car bonus. Let's say you're at $4,000 a month. You get a car bonus and you start qualifying for maybe $500 car bonus. So now you get your money is up to, you go out, you get a car loan, and your bills go up to $500 a month, but the company pays that $500 for you. And let's say something happens and you have some, unfortunate things take place in your business and your rank drops back down to executive director. Well, guess what happens? You were Sapphire making $4,000 a month. You're down to executive director. Your income may be $2,000 a month, but your bills now are still up there because you increased your bills. And Ibuumerang is no longer paying for that car bonus. So your income went down and your bills went up. You know what happens? It creates debt. And we have a good philosophy called get out of debt. And I have watched something that we had designed for good create so many heartaches and heartbreaks in families and finances. And I watched it and I said, I'm partially responsible because we launched this bonus. And no longer will I be responsible by doing or launching something that I know has the potential to cause financial devastation or financial setbacks to our ambassadors. We want you out of debt. If anything, we'll launch something later on like we call get out of debt bonuses or stuff like that. So this is me now drinking from the Vibe water, the smart water, okay? So that's why we won't do that. So let's go. Let's keep this train rolling here. Now, I've already told you about the max of the boom bucks of what you'll have, and that's a maximum 200 boom bucks per month. And but having 6 boxes sold and having your subscription taken care of. See, why did we do this? Because see, I've got some good friends over in places like Mexico. I've got good friends in places in Asia and places over in Africa and certain places over in Europe and other places around the world, whereas their income is not so great. And $100 a month is it's a lot for them. And so we said, let's do some of the heavy lifting for them. Let's not just give them something. Let's give them a better opportunity. And so we launched a unique technology that is so simple to use and sell that people are absolutely going berserk with this. And now they can sell 6 boxes and receive $100 in boom bucks and pay their subscription, take the profit from the sales, and they actually are making money every month now. Instead of sitting there thinking, okay, one day, or my associates don't travel a lot, I don't know when they are going to travel, so I don't know when retail commissions are coming in. They're now in control. All we've done, most people think, HB, you're such a genius. No. We're just evolving as a company, and we're giving our people options. I want you to imagine if you were a golfer. I'm horrible with choosing promotions about sports, so we're not going to launch a golf promotion. Stop laughing over there, kids, okay? Fitzy and Mark over there laughing.
Soccer.
Soccer. Soccer, everybody knows soccer, right? All right. What's soccer? How you play it?
Football.
So I want you to imagine being a golfer. And I want you to imagine that you've got to compete in golf, but you only have one club in your bag. What if you only had a putter? I don't know, this is foreign to some of you. But golfers are allowed to have 14 clubs in their bag. Why? Because it gives them different options to create the shot that they need. But having one putter in your bag, you probably won't win as often as having 14. So with Ibuumerang, what we've done is we just added more clubs to your bag and now allow different people more options to stay active, fall in love with the business, and be profitable, okay? All right, let's go and talk about something else because I'm going to get back to Zents. I'll come back to my Zentses later. What about that one? How y'all like that one? That's a good one? Okay. Let's talk about Bill Genius. HB's not the genius. Bill is a genius, okay? I had a call with Bill the other day, and he says, listen, people need to stop calling you genius. We are not brothers. Your last name is Bugs. Mine is Genius. I'm the genius. I said, okay, Bill, no problem. Do your thing, buddy. So, Bill Genius, guys, has been it's been a hit with Ibuumerang so far, and people are very excited. We do know that this is U.S. based, and for U.S., this works perfectly. Okay, you say, well, why didn't you launch this all over the world? Well, it doesn't work all over the world. And some countries don't have deregulation of bill providers. And so in some areas, it's like, okay, well, you only have one provider or two providers. And there's no negotiation whatsoever. It just in the U.S., how business is done, there's so many different providers and there's a free market. And so we're able to leverage and take advantage of the free markets that we have here. And that's why Bill Genius works in America, soon coming to Canada. And we're working on some things to take over to different places in the world that we know can be beneficial. And as long as we can benefit a customer or an ambassador, we'll launch it. We won't launch something just for the purposes of making money. That just is not our philosophy, okay? So, when it comes to Bill Genius, here's what I want you to do. First of all, congratulations to you, okay? Congratulations to you. And this coming Saturday, here's what we're going to do this coming Saturday on Flight School. On Flight School, and you must be in attendance on Flight School, we are going to choose someone this Saturday, and we are going to pay their bill for 1 full year. How about that? Okay? Now, if your bill has not been uploaded, a qualified bill, which I will go through, you don't qualify because we will choose from the people who have submitted their bill. Okay? So we're actually going to get that done this Saturday, and then we've got some pretty good stuff that we're going to be doing for the remainder of this month when it comes to Bill Genius. So Bill Genius is a way to reduce your bills, and it costs you and your customer absolutely nothing to get these savings, okay? So how it works is very simple. You go to your back office, upload your bills, okay? Qualified bills, and I'll talk about qualified bills. You'll upload qualified bills, and then the Genius team will actually, our Genius advisors, will actually go to work for you. What are you laughing at, T. Gray?
Joseph Graves said, this is the only time I've ever wished I had more bills.
Oh, hey, listen, Joseph, 0 bills is better, okay? I can tell you this, not having to pay a bill is better than saving on a bill, all right? So what we do is you upload the bills. Our Genius advisors, they're very, very smart people. They speak in a language that is way above my pay grade. This is why we don't let you talk to them, okay? Because you're not going to understand them. They're just like high-level people, all right? And Bill he's like the advisor of all advisors, all right? And so they do their magic and they come back and they say, hey, listen, we saved you some money. Or they'll come back and say, you got the best rate, but you know what? We told them if you want to keep them as a customer, show them some love, and they'll give you some love, like $50 in credit towards this or $25 credit or whatever it may be. They do their job to go out and get the best deal. The beauty of it is the peace of mind knowing that you're paying the best rate possible. That's what's cool. I have no problem at all loading up my bills and they come back and say, well, you already got the best rate. It lets me know that I'm a pretty good, that I'm a pretty good negotiator on, on my bills already. But if they come back with savings, guess what? No problem. When Bill Genius and the Genius team come back with savings, here's how it works. When you're loading up your bill, it's going to ask you for a credit card. You say, well, I thought it was no cost. Well, there isn't. There's no cost to you at all to find out what your savings are. If they come back and say, hey, listen, we found some savings. We found $100 a month that we can save you on this bill. Well, the way it works is you pay Bill Genius 50% of what you save, which means that you really save half of what's available. The Genius advisors and their team get paid. Then the rest of that money comes back to Ibuumerang. Ibuumerang now takes that money and flushes it through our compensation plan, whereas you're able to get paid residual income. So if it's a monthly bill, then Bill has your credit card on file so that every month that they save you $100, they charge you $50, then that means that $50 is going to be converted, not all of it, but goes through our cycle, pays the Genius team their portion. Once Ibuumerang gets what's left over, then we'll flush that through our compensation plan, and residual income is actually calculated on that bill every single month throughout our entire compensation plan, with you receiving a fast start on it as well. So it's pretty cool. It's really, really cool, okay? So that's how that works. Question I would have for you is, who should I talk to first? What I want you to do is to keep this real simple, okay? Your goal should be that every person that you talk to about this, your goal should be to have them upload a minimum of 3 qualifying bills. Many of you are submitting things like mortgage payments or your legal fees or just invoices that somebody has sent you, and some of those most of those don't qualify, things like that. So make sure that you go through on your back office, take a look at the website, and it will share with you the types of bills that actually do qualify. Okay, and it works like a charm. It works like a charm. One of the things that I want to let you know as well is many of you saw how fast the Genius team was working on our behalf. I don't want to set that expectation for you. Bill's a genius. Bill said, listen, we know you're launching today. We're going to go ahead and put some things to the side, and we're going to call up some people, and we're going to go ahead and do some quick negotiation to show you proof of concept that it does work. And that's exactly what Bill Genius did. And so I don't want you to expect the typical turnaround time to be what you saw at Vision. That's not necessarily the case. Bill Genius told me, he says, listen, he says, HB, you are better promoted than I thought you were. Matter of fact, what I'm doing right now in advance, because I can already tell what's going to happen when these people see the savings, we're hiring a few more geniuses. Now, geniuses are not easy to come by. They're not. But he says, we're hiring a few more geniuses to make sure we take care of all the Ibuumerang ambassadors. There we go. Appreciate it. T. Gray's over there trying to accept credit for being a genius. That's what he's doing on there, right?
I'm giving you credit for being a genius.
So, T. Gray's been drinking too much from the cup and not from this one over here, right? So, T. Gray, you need some vibe water.
Yes, sir.
Drink a case and then you might qualify. Okay? So, they're already adding more geniuses to our network for us. So start with your friends, your family members. Call them up. You know, Saturday we'll have some simple scripts that will be in the iBoom Hub. We'll have them up on iBoom Hub. Simple scripts that people are using And we're not going to go just off the hip. We're going to take the people who already have people loading up bills and say, hey, what are you saying? And they're having success, and they will actually go through it. But your neighbors, your coworkers, service people, people who come to the house. You know, I had, let's just say, for example, I have my fish tank people come to the house. And, you know, if I was seeing them, I'd ask them, hey, listen, let me ask you a question. If you had a chance to have, one of your bills paid for the rest of the year, would you let a genius evaluate 3 of your bills and see if they can even save you money on the other 2? Sure. Boom. Send them a boomerang and let the boomerang do the work. Okay? I don't get into all of these detailed explanations. As soon as you start explaining all these details, you're lost. You're going to lose because now you become a technician. And I want you to imagine a technician trying to sell you a car. They're never going to appeal to your senses of how it feels and the acceleration and how cool it looks. They're just going to look and say, you know what, with their little greasy hands, yeah, you know, these pistons here are made of this type of material and it's got this much horsepower and this is how the engine works. And they give you all these details of how the engine works. And nobody sells cars that way. Do you know I bought my Lamborghini? Well, that's not true. I did look up under the hood of my Lamborghini because my hood has a transparent bonnet and I can see the engine. But I never touched, I never kicked the tires and asked all of these questions. You know what the salesman told me? He told me when he went on his test drive how he felt going around the curves. He told me how he felt knowing that he was the only person on the road that could actually give him a challenge. He told me that when he's at a stoplight, nobody can beat him to the next stoplight. And he was appealing to my feelings and my emotions and things that he knew were buying signals. And guess what? I wrote a check for a Lamborghini because of the feeling, not because I didn't even know how many pistons it had or horsepower at the time or how many, what do you call the things? Valves or gears or valves, whatever. I know how. I still don't know. You know what I know? Nobody beats me to the next light. And if anybody comes around revving their engine, you know, shouldn't say this on video because this is evidence, right? And they've got cameras out there. But if anybody comes over, and they always pick on me, right? I get car bullied all the time. And they come by in these little Toyotas, and they have these big mufflers, and they rev their engine at me, right? And they look over at me because they just pick it on Big Brother. I already know who won the fight. I already know, okay? See, it's confidence, right? And so that's how you got to feel about Bill Genius. You already know Bill's going to win the fight. So don't sell, well, what they do is they use artificial intelligence, and they use this type of technology, and they do. Guys, listen, that's not how you sell product. You know, I have no idea. That's why it's called a genius. All I know is all of my friends and myself who've loaded up our bills are saving a ton of money. As a matter of fact, Bill saved several of my associates over $7 million his first year doing a trial. I think he can save you some money. That's the explanation that I'm going to give. I am not going through the details. Well, is this site encrypted? And who's the security? And who? If you're getting into all of that, you probably got the wrong person. And a person that detailed is probably